Hi, in this lesson, we'll be looking at using libraries. Let's get started. In this course, you will not have as much of an opportunity to create your own libraries, but you will have an opportunity to use libraries. So far, you have used standard libraries from C++, but in this lesson, you will have a chance to explore the CodeHS utilities library. This library is available for you to use in any C++ course on CodeHS, and you can freely copy it to use it on your computer. To access this library, you will have to include util.h in your file, as shown below. The util library helps with some basic functionality and setup. Since the iostream library and the standard namespace are included, these no longer need to be called out in your program. The other basic functionality that is handled in the util library is user input. Using the readLine, readInt, and readDouble prompts, you can now create a variable, prompt the user, and read a value all in one line. The int and double prompts also have the ability to ask for a value in a specific range and will provide a read prompt option in case the prompt is not answered correctly the first time. There is also a random function. This function can either be called with no parameters, or the user can specify a min and max value inclusively. The random function also has a setSeed function that takes an integer. Since random functions are not truly random, but require a seed, the util library gives you the option to set a seed so that the random numbers can be generated in a repeatable manner. As mentioned earlier in the course, many errors in C++ do not end the program. But what if you want the program to end on an error? This may be the case in some situations where an error could cause an unrecoverable issue. To use this function, just call it and pass a message. When the error function executes, it will print the error to the screen and terminate the program. Let's look at an example. Here is our main function. Let's go look ahead and look at our util header file. Here, you can see all the different headers of these functions. After this video, it would be a good idea to go to this webpage on CodeHS and look at these in more depth. They can be found on this lesson. Here is the actual code for each. This can be found at the implementation file. When we run this code, we will be using these util functions. As you can see, all these functions work as expected. The util library is a built-in library that you can use in any C++ program on CodeHS. While you may not be able to specifically see the library files, they are behind the scenes ready for your use. If you ever forget what is in the library, you can always find the library in the Docs tab in the right-hand editor. Let's look at an example. This version uses the exact same code as the last example. However, you should notice that the util.h and util.cpp files are no longer in the file list. However, if we run the code, everything works the same. Remember, to import the util file, you must use the inclusion statement as stated before in the presentation. Now that you've learned about using libraries, let's get some practice using it in the CodeHS editor.